In this video, I'm going to talk more about being emotionally present and the benefits of that, this time from a more spiritual standpoint and perspective for those of you that are interested in healing your emotions. Hi, I'm Nikki from HereToWakeUp.com, and I help people stay accountable and connected to Divine Spirit on their awakening journey. I've been spiritually awakened for 15 years now, self-realized for 10, and I'm here to help and to be of service to kind-hearted souls that are ready to progress. So if that's you, welcome to my channel, The Healthy Wealthy Recluse. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Make yourself at home. And I also want to say thank you so much to my subscribers. I really appreciate you. On this channel, I make videos about spiritual wealth, healing, and relationships. So if you find that you like it here, let me know in the comments and consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Even dislikes help the channel. So thank you so much for watching all of this video. So in the previous video, I talked about being emotionally present and what that means to me and the worldly benefit of that. If you haven't seen that video yet and you want to watch it before you watch this one, click the iCard that's on the screen right now or click the link in the description. So in this video, I'm going to pick up where I left off and look at the spiritual meaning of being emotionally present and the benefit of that. And when I talk about the spiritual meaning, I'm talking about the spiritual level or the spiritual perspective. I'm talking about pure spirit, which is our actual self and our actual identity. I'm not talking about human spirits, disembodied spirits, celestial, angelic spirits. That's different. So to me, the spiritual meaning of being emotionally present is the ability to recognize that the emotions that seem to come up in your experience aren't actually yours. They don't actually belong to you, the real you, the divine, eternal being you. Instead, they actually belong to the ego, which is not divine and is more of an operating system than an eternal being. And when I use the word ego, I'm not using it in the traditional sense. I'm talking about something that's a lot deeper. And I go into more detail about that in my two-part video called What Does Being Emotionally Volatile Mean? So if you're interested, you can click the link in the description below, or you could click the iCard on the screen, either at the end of this video, or if you want to click it now, just make sure you come back and finish watching the rest of this video when you're done. Thank you. Okay, so what is the benefit of being emotionally present from a spiritual standpoint? To me, the benefit is being able to transcend emotional reactions and responses. That is the benefit. Transcending the ego self, transcending this tricky matrix, because you can't overcome the matrix by being emotional or overly emotional. Transcendence leads to consistent peace. So basically, being consistently peaceful, that is the major benefit. That's the major prize. When you're able to detach from the ego mind and its emotions that are a part of that construct, it's like a part of that whole structure, you're essentially detaching from the belief that you yourself are an ego mind or a personality or a person. And this means that instead of being affected by feelings, being stressed out by them, or being dominated or carried away by them, now we can just observe them as they come up quietly and calmly by staying focused on our true identity of pure spirit, which is our true state. And it's a state of being that is beyond emotion. Who and what we actually are is joyful, friendly, kind, powerful, loving. It's a state of being, not an emotion. It's much, much more than that. And when you're focused on and in your true identity, you know that these emotions are rising up to the surface, number one, to leave, okay, to be released, but also number two, to show you where in your mind you still have egoic thought patterns, egoic beliefs, egoic attachments. Like, what are you still believing about certain things, about yourself, about certain characters? These emotions are showing you where you are still identifying as something that you are not. Because if you are a child of the true divine creator, you are not an ego self. You're not. You're not a personality. You're not a person. You're so much more than that. And so because we're able to do this, calmly observe what comes up. And if you're not able to do this yet, you will be as you continue to practice and ask the Holy Spirit for guidance and assistance. As we're able to do this, our mind remains in an open state where we can receive our highest, wisest, and best guidance. We want to keep our mind open to the Holy Spirit. We don't want our mind open to the ego. We don't want our mind open to that which does not truly serve us or that which is not truly in our best interest. We want our mind open to the Holy Spirit so that we can receive the Holy Spirit's guidance, as opposed to becoming reactive and upset, which makes hearing the Holy Spirit very, very difficult. And so as a result, you end up listening to the loud, obnoxious ego that, contrary to what many believe, is not your friend. Okay? The ego is the original hater. It's most definitely the ops. It's very low vibrational. It's dark. It's vile. It's actually disgusting when you really look at it for what it is. And it's just going to tell you to do something that's going to dig you deeper into the illusion and deeper into guilt, as opposed to telling you something that's going to wake you up from the madness into the truth, like the Holy Spirit does. And that actually brings me to another benefit of being emotionally present spiritually: the progress that you make on your spiritual journey. Because every time you recognize that the emotions that come up aren't really yours, you're continually reinforcing and remembering the truth of who you really are. And every time you remember that you're transcendent, you're healing, and you are making progress. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time and your attention. Remember to love yourself, because that's the real wealth. And thank you so much to all of my subscribers and to those who like and comment. I really appreciate your support. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so, as well as liking, commenting, and sharing the video. Stay tuned for the next video, and take care.